What is up guys, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. In today's video we are talking about the patch notes that we managed to get yesterday in yesterday's title update. In yesterday's video I did talk about the weekly update and all the content that we got. That in itself was disappointing, but at the time of recording the video we didn't yet have information about the bug fixes that included within the RDR2 title update. As soon as I posted that video live, the Rockstar support did bring out some information about this title update and what it included, and if you missed this I'll leave a link in the description down below, but there isn't too much to go through. So on January 14th, 2020, we had general fixes for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Stadia. And for this, with everything that we have in this game, like every single problem, every single bug, every single issue that we've had in this game, there are only two general bug fixes. The first one, general stability fixes and improvements. What the hell does that mean? No one knows what that means, and I'm going to come back to that a bit later. The second one, addressed an issue resulting in posse members losing moonshine bottles at the conclusion of posse leader cell missions in Red Dead Online. So that one is a lot more clearer and we know exactly what that's trying to fix. But the general stability fixes and improvements, a lot of us did feel like maybe that could have been the animal spawn. Hopefully that will have been fixed. That's been something that a lot of people are screaming out for. That's probably the main issue people are screaming out to be fixed. That could very well of being the loading screens that we're all dealing with. Right now there are two different types of loading screen. The first one is when you sell a badge of moonshine. You got 20 out of 20 and it's time to sell. You ask Marcel to sell. As soon as he goes through his whole dialogue, you then hit a black screen. This black screen will never go away until you get fed up enough to the point of when you dashboard and then have to load the game up again, because it will never ever load you back into the game. This one for me I haven't had to deal with over the past week or so, but I've been told that it is still within the game and still a lot of people are having to deal with it. The second loading screen is the generic loading screen, where it's black and white and it goes through different pictures and it slowly fades from one picture going to the next, and this is the loading screen that I get on a daily basis. In fact, there's probably multiple times a day and it is very irritating, but unfortunately the general stability fixes and improvements do not fix this problem. There's then the problem where the camp just doesn't spawn in. This has been something that a lot of people have had to deal with for months and months and months, and supposedly within the Moonshine update it was supposed to be fixed, but unfortunately it has not been fixed, so still people are having to deal with the same problem. And not having your camp being able to spawn in means that you cannot even access the trader role. But then again, even if you could access the trader role, you can't actually do anything because animals don't spawn in. The point being is that general stability fixes and improvements still doesn't even fix the camp spawn in problem. So it begs the question of what does general stability fixes and improvements actually fix within Red Dead Online, because as far as I can tell, nothing has really changed. Yes, there's probably a lot of minor bugs which it may have been able to fix, but that's not really stopping us from playing specific roles. The problems that I've just mentioned in this video are the problems that are preventing players from playing this game, and it also leads to people saying stuff like this, where if you just type in Red Dead Online on Twitter, you have a ton of people that are just angry, very angry with the problems they have to deal with, and it's resulting in them leaving this game to go and play another game. And to be fair, I do not blame them. I've said multiple times within the community, if there's something that you do not like with this game, then simply stop playing it. There's no point in you getting frustrated having to deal with something that you do not like, as well as there's also no point in Rockstar seeing you as an active player within the community despite all the problems. So what's really going to speak the loudest is, yes, all of this anger, but then on top of that, Rockstar's numbers dropping down with the amount of players playing Red Dead Online. Myself, I am still an active player, but ever since 2020 I have cut down the amount of time that I spent within this game. Firstly because it's just incredibly frustrating when you're trying to do something, when you're trying to do a video and then all of a sudden you hit a loading screen which prevents you and you have to dashboard, get back into it, and then all of a sudden the NPCs disappear within your moonshine business, so you try going into a new lobby only to try get into a new lobby and hit a new loading screen which takes an eternity to load, and then you have to dashboard again, load back in, and then try to do what you're trying to do, only to realize that despite all those problems that you've had to deal with, all your moonshine that you've managed to build up over the last hour or so has now disappeared, and you have to go and buy more. You buy more, you go off for a bit, you come back only to realize that Marcel is not making the moonshine. That's all the problems that you have to deal with, and I have to deal with that on a daily basis, and it's very irritating. So that is why I cut down the amount of hours that I play this game, and if it carries on happening, I think I will then start to lose love for this game, and that will probably result in me trying out different games and playing it on this YouTube channel. In a matter of months away, you have Cyberpunk 2077, and that is a game that I've been waiting a long time for, and if that game's good but Red Dead Online is still performing very badly with all the issues that we're currently having, which would have been issues that we've had since Christmas at that point, then it makes sense for me to go to a game that I'm enjoying a lot more. But anyway, just to conclude this video, it was was a bit of a rant, but if you couldn't tell, I'm very, very disappointed and I'm very, very annoyed that these issues haven't been fixed. And what's made me even more annoyed is that I've probably come off a bit condescending, so I apologize to you guys that have had to deal with me for the last couple of weeks. Ever since this Moonshine update's been out, because it was Christmas, because it was then New Year, I was saying that these issues will get fixed at some point. In January, they will get fixed. Be patient. Issues will be done. They will be sorted. Unfortunately, that is not the case. And I didn't mean to come off condescending to you guys. I was just trying to reassure that things will hopefully be fixed within the future. And unfortunately, within January, it doesn't look like they're going to be fixed. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening to this rant. If you have any game suggestions of stuff that you would like to see me play, then leave it in the comment section down below. This could be games coming out in the future, games out currently right now. I am trying to get my stream back up and running. We did stream quite a bit just before Christmas, but since then my routine has been absolutely messed up. I'm finally getting back into routine again, and I want to start up a stream where we can get maybe 3 streams per week. But with that, I do not want to be doing Red Dead Online every single day, so I would like to see some suggestions of other games that you guys would like to see me stream. So leave all of that in the comment section down below. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.